Hey blissful babes, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I am actually on a staycation. I didn't really intend to do much content today, or I should say I didn't intend to do any YouTube content today, but I've been feeling super inspired, and so I think I'm going to try to do like a couple videos while I'm here. And plus, like, I'm sitting here in front of this beautiful view. Let me see if I can turn my phone around so you guys can see. Like, I have this beautiful view of the city. Uh-oh. And so I was just sitting here feeling inspired. And so, yeah, I was just sitting here feeling inspired and thought it would be good to go ahead and share this while it's on my mind, while it's on my spirit. And I got the inspiration for this video. So today I'm going to be talking about how your exercise habits might actually be wreaking havoc on your hormones. Now, this is like a kind of tricky subject because every individual is different. And, you know, you'll see once I get into it why I'm saying that. But every individual is different. And of course, always consult your personal wellness professional that you're working with, before you make any changes to your exercise regimen. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. I got my notes here and let's get into it. One of the biggest um, exercise habits that can actually wreak havoc on your hormones, and you probably already know this one, is not exercising enough. Now, if you and when I say not exercising enough, like, you could be someone that actually goes to the gym, but maybe you're not moving enough throughout the day. Maybe you're not getting that daily, movement throughout the day. And it's so important to so it's really important that you actually move as frequently as you can. You get up and move as frequently as you can throughout the day, because you want to create that blood flow. If you're someone who is dealing with like painful periods, cysts, fibroids, endometriosis, any of that, you want to get that blood moving and flowing through your pelvic region, right? So sitting down can actually help create stagnation there, because we weren't actually made to sit down for hours and hours. So if you're someone who has to sit down for hours and hours, maybe you need to set a timer that, like, maybe even if it's every hour, for you to get up and for you to move for 5 minutes. If you can't do 5 minutes, 2 minutes, for you to get up, move, stretch, be intentional about getting up. If you're someone who doesn't necessarily work, at an office job, or you just aren't getting up and moving as much as you like, or you don't have a consistent workout regimen, that is something that you need to consider. Not just exercise is not just for losing weight. Exercise is important for your overall wellness. And like I said, it's important for getting that blood flowing to your pelvic region to help you not have these uh, symptoms of hormonal imbalance and uterine conditions. So my second, so that's one end of the spectrum, right? Is someone who isn't moving at all. So then there's another end of the spectrum, and that's a person who is doing too much exercise or over exercising. So if you find yourself doing two-a-days, if you go to the gym and you're working out twice, and you're working out for like 2 hours, in one gym session, you're on that treadmill for 2 hours doing cardio for that long, like you probably fall into this category. If you're a no days off person, you probably fall into this category. And while, yes, technically exercise is good for you, you do need to get that movement in every day. Doing too much intense movement can actually be detrimental to your hormones and cause you to have other hormonal symptoms. So you want to be mindful of that as well. Now, this one is a little bit more nuanced for person to person just because some people do have a higher capacity for exercise, depending on how active you generally are or how long you've been working out. So, a person who runs track would probably have a higher capacity for exercise than someone who, you know, doesn't really work out that much or maybe just walks for 15 minutes a day. You guys would have two different capacities. So, really, this is kind of tough because it is personalized. But if you're a person that is exercising a lot or you're doing really intense workouts like CrossFit or HIIT type workouts, if you're doing that, more than a few times a week, check in with yourself. See if you are having any symptoms. If you do have fibroids, if you are dealing with endometriosis, if you have anxiety, these type of exercises can trigger that for some women. So it's very important to know what is best for your body and to see what's going to work best with your body. And a good way to remedy that, because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys solutions as I'm calling out these potential pitfalls. A solution for that is checking in on your body to see is what you're doing working for you? Is it serving you? When you're working out, are you feeling depleted and exhausted? Are you feeling overly jittery after you finish working out? That could be a symptom that you actually need to reconsider or adjust your intensity or frequency of your workout. Also, if you are feeling if you are a person who is doing these type of exercises and you are getting injured often, like that is a sign that you might need to adjust your exercise. So if that's you, what I want you to do is to try bringing the either the intensity down, the frequency down, the amount of time you're exercising. I want you to try to bring that down a notch. Let's say maybe like bring it down 25% and see how you feel after that and revisit. Um, Also, I would encourage you to, if you fall into this category, to actually um, revisit why you feel the need to work out in that way. Really, like, be honest with yourself and no judgment, for whatever reason you're choosing to do that, but just revisit your why, because even along with your why, what you're doing might not be the most efficient way for you to work out. And so that's where you will want to, like, talk to a wellness coach or an exercise coach to see like what would be something better for you to be doing or more efficient for the goals that you're trying to achieve. And so with that, that brings me to my third point, which kind of ties into the over exercising, right? So maybe you're a person who is, regardless of the intensity of your exercise, maybe you are not recovering properly. You're not prioritizing recovery. And so when I say recovery, that means um, any activities or things that you're going to do to replenish your body. Because keep in mind, when you're working out, a lot of times you're breaking down muscle, you're putting stress on your body. Oh, excuse me. you're putting stress on your body so that you can build, so that it can rebuild itself, right? So a lot of times what happens is people, you might be working out however you're working out, whether it's moderately or, or more intense, but maybe you're not eating enough. Maybe you're either not eating enough, or you're not eating enough of the right macronutrients, right? You're not getting enough protein or carb into your diet. So maybe you're not getting enough macronutrients. Maybe you are not replenishing minerals and electrolytes that you're probably losing when you're working out and sweating. Maybe you're not sleeping enough. I know me personally, if I have a bad night where I don't get a lot of sleep, I actually will skip my workout for the day because I don't want to put any additional stress on my body. So if you're working out and not sleeping, you are probably just putting additional stress on your body. You're probably wreaking havoc not only on your hormones, but also on your metabolism. So it's very important to make sure that you are sleeping enough, you are eating enough, you're getting hydrated properly. And when I say hydrated properly, I'm not just talking drinking water, right? Drinking plain water. You want to make sure that you're adding some electrolytes, minerals to your water. And you don't even have to go out and buy like these fancy electrolyte packs. I think right now I'm using Ultima, and I think I did another video where I was saying that I use that just because it has a little bit more potassium in it or it has potassium, and some of the other ones don't. So you do, if you're going to use an electrolyte powder, you want to make sure that it actually has potassium as well as that sodium in there. But you don't even have to use those. If you can find a high quality salt, sometimes I kind of alternate between pink sea and black salt, but find a high quality salt and put a dash of that in your water. If you use a magnesium powder, you can use that as well. Um, what other minerals can you put in your water? I use a little bit of cream of tartar, which is, or cream of tartar. I don't know if I said that right, but I use that because that has potassium in it. Get your vitamin C in there with some lemon or lime juice. But you can add things to your water to make sure that you're getting properly hydrated, and adding the things back that you're losing when you're breaking your body down, when you're working out, right? So that it can rebuild itself properly. Also, some other things that you can do for recovery, if you don't if you have it in your budget, is massage therapy, red light therapy, saunas. All these things can really help you to rejuvenate and recover your body after you have done these workout, after you've worked out. Whether your workouts are intense or not, I highly recommend that, especially as a woman, you are prioritizing recovery. You're prioritizing sleep. You're prioritizing eating enough calories and enough macronutrients to support your exercise routine. So, I just wanted to share this with you guys because it was on my mind earlier. I actually I think I have like two different blog posts about this topic. One is about how to make exercise a habit. So if you're one of those people that you fall into the not exercising enough category, I'll drop that link in the description. Also, I have another one about, I think it's about how to exercise for your hormones or something like that. I can't remember the exact title of it, but it goes even more into detail about what I'm talking about today. And it talks about how exercise can impact your hormones and why you need to be mindful of how you exercise. So, So I'm going to drop both of those in the description box. Be sure to share this video with a friend or someone you think needs it. Also, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, are you somebody who tends to fall to one extreme or the other? Do you struggle with consistency and movement? And maybe I'll even if you let me know which one you are. And by the way, there's no judgment, regardless of where you fall on the spectrum. But if you like a tip or some help with that, just let me know in the comments, and maybe I can share something with you to kind of help you along on your journey. I hope you found it super helpful. I'll see you in the next video.